guys, Arwen here. So this is going to be a kind of like a life purpose sort of career / reading. So if this tarot reading found you, it is for you. The first thing I'm getting is the Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles. The thing that you've been doing for a long time in order to support yourself is not emotionally fulfilling anymore. It is not, it's not good. It's not good. You're feeling restricted in financial means, so you're not making as much money as you would like. You don't feel like you have as much freedom as you would like. You don't feel like you're able to maybe arrange your schedule in a way that suits you and makes you feel good. And I'm also getting that maybe this job or career that you've been doing for a long time, it's very much in your comfort zone. It's in your wheelhouse. You know how to do it. You've done it a long time, but there's no more growth that's coming on. Right? There's nothing new that is like interesting and like sparking anything. So the Empress energy, what I'm getting from this is you really deeply need to be held emotionally. You need to receive emotionally. You need to feel more passion and joy on a daily basis and actually have things work for you and really allow yourself to receive on a deeper level. Six of Pentacles. And it's time for that. And I'm feeling like the first step is like, not just acknowledging it, but I'm really feeling like claiming it, like taking the plant and planting it in the ground, okay? Like it is time to take this seedling that you have sprouted, for my metaphor here, your little seedlings like this tall, and you're like, okay, I've been growing it in its little pot and yada, yada. Okay, it's time to put it in the ground. Time to make it real. Time to let it bloom. Time to let it come forth. And time to actually like create something different for yourself. Time to like let it move and like expand beyond. It's like it needs to get out of its pot. It needs to go into the soil and needs to get more nourishment, more sustenance, okay? All right, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands. By doing that, you're going to feel more emotionally fulfilled. You're going to feel stable. It's going to create this sort of, what I'm feeling with the Four of Wands here is your joy, your creativity, cannot speak today. Your creativity is stabilizing. It's like, it's creating these roots through these wands that go like down into the ground and creates the solid foundation. Okay. Also, the more emotionally connected you feel and the more joy that you're feeling in doing this, the more it is creating the roots. So this energy is like the opposite of what you've been feeling, where the more you're joyful and in rapture and happy, the more it is going to grow. The more your plant is going to bloom and have new leaves and sprout new branches. Okay, so the foundation is like this emotional fulfillment. Okay, all right, Eight of Swords reverse, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to stop associating receiving money with pain and difficulty and discord. And also I'm feeling like you do know how to make money. Like you do know how to receive the money. You do know how to receive it. Yeah, you can see it. So when this is upright, you know, this person is blindfolded, they're not sure, they're filled with all these doubts and indecisions. But when it's reversed, like you do know, you are aware, it has occurred to you. This Knight of Pentacles, he is in the dark. In this card, it is nighttime. Although I guess this whole deck is nighttime. But I'm being pulled to the nighttime, so it's like, it is right before the dawn. It is right before the sun comes up and light is shed and illuminated on everything that you're doing. We have King of Cups energy. This is the energy of receiving emotionally, mature receiving. You do have the maturity to handle this. You do know how to hold, kind of like energetically hold whatever it is that you are creating. Let's get something from this other deck that I don't use very often, so that sounds fun. Okay, hold on, let me pull another one. Okay, so I pulled the Father card. So Family, Patriarch, Garden, ancestral passage. So somehow either your father, your friend's father, some sort of paternal energy could be helpful for someone, or maybe something that your father taught you when you were younger. That's resonating a lot. That's for someone specific. I don't know if it is maybe a saying your dad or parental figure always said, or some sort of view of life. So that could be very helpful for you in this sort of like path moving forward. Vendor, merchant, retailer, individual, entrepreneur. So it is, if this is an independent endeavor, it is time to step out in that way. It is time to start sharing what you have. It is time to start receiving. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. It's time to start receiving. Oh my God. And we have the Creator card. Weaver of imagination, creativity, innovation, invention, realization. Okay. I'm very pulled to invention with this card. How can you, what is the new thing you can do, or the unique thing that you can do in like a unique way that is really going to help you stand out? What is something creative? Especially if you have something in your notes that you've written down from the past. Because I have that. I have like my sheet of paper I write all my like notes on. And I'll go back later, I'm like, that was a brilliant idea, okay? So if you have any of that, it might be time to revisit some of that. Think about genius ideas you've had before. We have magician. This has the power to really change and shift things by tapping into, you know, what was some genius idea that you had maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, when you were like, oh, maybe I could do it this way. And then you like didn't do it, right? Like it just like stayed in your mind and it didn't come through. So that's what I'm feeling about that. All right. Let's see what other information I can get for you. Painter. Okay, so it's time to get to work in expressing your art, expressing what it is you want to give to the world, you want to show up, and just start doing the thing. What I'm seeing in my mind is by like taking a step and getting started making a painting. It doesn't need to be perfect in this metaphor, right? Just do a painting and then do another painting and then another one and another one. You will get clarity as you move forward, and then you will start to see how you want to do it and what you want to do it. And part of that may be taking clarity from the ideas that you had in the past and how you wanted to do it. Okay. Very interesting. I got the mountain card and the roof card. So what that means to me is getting an overview perspective, seeing things from a bird's eye view. So how do you want your business or creative endeavor to look? Like ideally, how would you like that to be? Like if a top-down approach, looking at it from up here, looking down, you're like, okay, I would want to sell these 3 things. Okay, and then I want to do this group thing, and then maybe I want to do these individual things, or maybe I want to have these certain amount of products. So looking at it from like an overview, I almost see like a timeline in front of me. Maybe on like month 1, you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on this, this, and this. Month 2, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then just kind of like seeing it as an overview, and then you can chunk it down to smaller things, and then smaller things, and then smaller targets. So I feel like that could be helpful for someone here. I also pulled the museum card, and in a museum, things are kind of like laid out in like an orderly way as you like go through a museum. You know what I mean? You have this display, this display, this display. So I don't know if you are doing physical products, but what can be simple, what can be clean, what can be a clear way to present the things that you have for sale, whether they are services or are physical products. Getting clear on that. Okay, part of like the overview, part of like, this kind of feels like I don't want to say a business plan. Yeah, it seems so lame, but it's like starting to see the big picture and then put it into smaller groups and get some clarity on it. I'm hearing that time blocking can be a really good idea. Even if you need to ask for assistance from some other people around you, and maybe like asking for their fatherly advice. All right, so what else do you need to know about this? Judgment. Judgment And doing a review. Okay. The Hermit reversed. It is time to get yourself out there. It is time to get started. Start throwing things at the wall. Start testing things. Start asking people. Start taking a survey. I like to do that. I'll walk around all my friends and I'll ask them all the same question and see what they say, just because I'm like bored, right? So like taking it, and I'll just be like, I'm taking a survey, and then I'll start asking them questions, and they always tell me. And then it's interesting. A lot of people will like say the same thing, and then I add the answers to my survey. So, you know, getting out there, talking to people, asking people what do they think. Oh, even doing things like getting on Instagram, taking a poll, asking people, hey, what do you think about this? Do you like this, this, or this? Do you like this color, or this color? Like involving people, bringing people on the process with you, showing the process, talking about the process. I'm feeling this extremely strongly. Like, don't do this like in the shadows where people can't see you and they don't know what you're doing. Just like do a story every day of like, hey, today I did this, this, and this for my new venture. Today I made the labels for my new venture. What do you guys think about this and this? Like, do you know about this plant? I don't know why I said that. That was a Freudian slip. Maybe you're thinking of doing things with plants, or doing some sort of natural skincare or something of the nature of that. So just show your process, show what you're doing, show how you're making it, show the people what's going on, bring people along for the ride, and yeah, ask questions, take surveys. We also have the Two of Cups and the Judgment. So yeah, I feel like this has to do with everything that came through with the Hermit reverse. One-on-one interactions with people, whether it's through social media or in person, getting people's feedback, how they feel, what they think about it is a really good idea. The Judgment card also, too, to me, it feels like asking for their opinion, okay? And it's not so much because you're necessarily going to follow what everyone's opinion is. It's more of the energy of like bringing people along, and like it's interesting, and then they can follow along at what you're doing, because honestly, sometimes our lives are boring, and it's kind of nice to like see what other people are doing, right? It is engagement. All right, we have Crossroads, Laboratory, so this feels to me like the Wheel of Fortune card. Things can be very different for you. Things are turning in your favor. Keep going along with all the intuitive impulses that are coming to you, all of the things that are downloading into your head, all of the ideas that you get. Start to share them, overshare them, tell people about it, right? And you can leave where you are behind. You can be in like a whole different reality set. But you're going to have to really, really focus on taking these intuitive action steps that you're feeling. We also have scientific research, experiments and analysis, innovation and invention, laboratory. Okay, so if you're not fully sure on what you want to do yet, perfect. You can continue to experiment, which I feel like I've already said this. Ask people what they think, take surveys, do things like that. It's kind of like, I'm getting like this messy energy, like you're in the clay and you're like, you know, forming it and like seeing, do I like this concoction? Do I like this concoction? Okay, like your hands are in the clay. And then I'm getting the image again of the plant that we had at the beginning about planting the plant. So by planting the plant, you know, you're making it real, you're bringing it forth. And you're also bringing it forth by talking to people about it, putting it on social media, showing your process, etc., or whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Okay, you guys, my name was Arwen. I hope you enjoyed this. And the decks that I use are the Place Oracle, the Character Oracle, and the Phantom Tarot. Alrighty, I will see you guys in another reading. Bye.